You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Thompson, and it's Nwora in at the three. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over. Now Thompson. The three ball. The offensive rebound. Pass to Larkin. Clock at 6. Here's Poirier. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. Parker right side. Three-pointer. Can't get it to drop. First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Nwora. Off target from three-point range. Thompson against Anderson. Shoots over Thompson. Anderson can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Willis. Pass to Nwora. That's short off the rim.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Parker outside. Fires from deep. Gets the three ball to go.
You knew something had to go in at some point. Maybe the start of better things ahead.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Nwora, no good.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Anderson with a screen. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The three. Has to fall. Now here's Parker. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Thompson. Satoransky with the steal. Outside, Anderson. Over to the wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And they're on the run. Back to Parker. 4-3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Larkin passes to Nwora. Thompson with it. Launches it. It's hauled in by Fall. Parker left side. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Parker's got 8.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Willis, the pass to Larkin. And there's a pick. Floats one up. And the layup is good.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Fades away. Fires in the triple.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8. Larkin's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to fall from beyond the arc. Pass to fall. Here's Satoransky, defended by Thompson. Satoransky passes to fall. Back to Satoransky. 3-pointer. 4 on the clock. And he jams it home with authority.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Pass to Parker. Poke loose. Thompson with a steal. Here's Poirier. Here's Larkin. 1 second left. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. They lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Here's Vesely. No good on the triple. Here's Oturu from deep. Johnson. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Vesely. And he buries his first look.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Bobois. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Launches a 3. Here's Vesely. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Bryant, no good. Covered by Johnson. It's stolen away. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Here's Bobois. No points so far. From behind the arc. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
There's the drive, and the shot goes down.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Here's Smits. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's the kind of head fake that'll give a guy whiplash.
He sells it all the way, right? Highly effective.
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there.
Shot's good by Metu. 1:44 left in the first half. Outside Johnson. Intercepted. In transition. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. To the paint. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The score now all even. Bobois has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Stolen by Bryant. Here's Bobois. Kicks it out to Bryant. Fires for 3. And Metu pulls it down. Bryant's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Takes a 3. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Covered by Bryant. Off the mark there with a 3. 15 seconds left in the second. Pass to Johnson. Here's Smits.
Home team foul. Jemezi Metu. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 6 seconds left in the second. Here's Bobois. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, guys. How about our winner from the Western Conference?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to...
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of health.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. Here's Larkin. And the 3-pointer goes. Larkin's got 13.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
They've got Thompson, and it's Poirier in at the 5 spot. Outside, Anderson. Here's Satoransky. Stolen by Thompson. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Fall in at the center, locking down the middle.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Count it. 5 points in the game.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Willis. He drops it from range.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Willis has gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Here's Parker. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Thompson right side. Pass to Larkin. Back to Thompson. Here's Nora. The 3 is up. 6 to shoot. Here's Larkin. Drops in the 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Pass to Willis. Here's Larkin. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Fires the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8 points now.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Willis. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Parker outside. And Parker throws it down.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
They get it back. Pass to Willis. And here is Thompson. Driving inside. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Seems like they've lost their defensive focus here in the second half, giving up way too much shuttle.
Here's Fall. Deflects the pass. And here's the fast break. Here's Larkin. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Larkin's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Here's Parker. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Willis driving in.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's Satoransky. No good. Unable to win this run.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
Knocks it loose. Poirier passes to Willis. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
Willis. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Parker. Misses the three. Bryant outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Bryant. It'll count. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 10 and fourth. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. To the right side. It's stolen. Outside Johnson. The three connects from downtown.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Here's Beaubois. From deep three-point range. No luck on that one.
And, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Covered by Bryant. Stolen by Bryant. Stripped it away. From the arc. Buries it from three.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Smits. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Drains the triple. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Johnson with a bucket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Bryant pulls it down.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Out left to the wing. Here's Beaubois. On target from range. Beaubois has got 4 points this quarter.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from three.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Covered by Bryant. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
From deep three-point land. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 4 rebounds now. They set the pick. Uses the glass on the layup.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Here's Beaubois. Pass to Oturu. Here's Smits. That three's off the mark. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Metu. Covered by Johnson. Sinks it from distance.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Pass to Smits. Into the lane. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Here's Beaubois. Pass to Bryant. Outside Johnson, just 4 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, until that final buzzer sounds, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The quick look, no good that time.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Oturu. Counted from distance.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. The win is there. Go get it.
Launches it from deep. It's not going to go for him. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were...
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It's Athens and the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward spot. 5 to shoot. Screened by Parker. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Osman. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The tray. Yurtseven with the rebound.
Well, look, adding unnecessary difficulty to a shot is something that drives coaches crazy. Stick to the basics whenever you can.
Now, here's Satoransky. Parker with it. Lets it go with a 3. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Fall with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Pass to Parker. Here's Hernan Gomez. Over in the corner, Osman. Slukas. Satoransky covering. With the shot. That one's in. His first shot this game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And they take the lead.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And the home team has possession. Trailing by 2. Here's Fall. He's defended by Yurtseven. Here's Parker with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Parker's got 5 now.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
There's a screen. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Clock at 4. Fires for 3. Satoransky grabs the miss. Anderson outside. Now Satoransky. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Lets it go from the wing. Count it. He has 5. 1:14 left to play in the first. Athens trails by 3. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. There's a minute left in the first. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
There's the 3. That shot, no good. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot from the wing. Yep, that one goes.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, been an important part of why they're leading.
There's the pick. Fires the three. And that one's good. Osman.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Osman's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Leading by... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Taking a look at Athens.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Laprovitola. Now, here's Vesely. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the three. The rebound by Grant.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Picked him clean. Hands it from downtown.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now, here's Nunn. Scoreless thus far. Clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On Wednesday, then on Saturday.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here's Abrinas. To the wing right side. Laprovitola passes to Abrinas. From outside the arc. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And there's the... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And they're pushing it up. The three trains the three-pointer. Abrinas has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Fires the three. Rebound by Vesely. Pass to Medu. And then Vesely with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Nunn. Hasn't made one yet.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Medu from past the arc. Unable to get that one. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Athens shooting their first free throw of the night. Athens trails by 5. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Nunn. Again, Athens.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Grant. Takes a three. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And it's a completely new group for Athens.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Abrinas. Hernan Gomez covering. Shot clock at 6. Back to Abrinas. Takes the three. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Puts it up. They set the screen. Goes back up. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Good on the three-point shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And that about wraps it up. And as
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Athens trails by 3. We've got Parker. He's out there with Anderson. Falls out there with Satoransky. To the right side. Another 3 for Athens.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 slot. Now Satoransky. Anderson outside. For the 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. No good from Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Launches it. And he's good on the 3 ball. 15 points in the game. Athens trails by 3. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And Anderson kicks to Parker. 3-pointer. He can't get it to go. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Osman. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Left side, Anderson. Parker outside. Doesn't go that time.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lucas, Satoransky covering. Yurtsevin, no good. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the third. Connects on the 17-footer. He's got 14.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Out left to the wing. The three. It's hauled in by Athens.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
For the lead, Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Parker passes to Satoransky. To the wing on the left. Spins. Pass to Fall. Now here's Parker. And it's Osman with the rebound. And here is Athens now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. For three. Athens moving the ball around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Osman's got the lead up to 2 now for Athens. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Osman. He's got 9. Connects from 3-point range. Osman's got 6 points in the quarter. Anderson outside. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Athens ahead. Up by 5. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Metu, and it's Abrinas in at the 3. From deep. No good. Shot missing. Pass to Laprovitola. Shoots over Brown. That's it. The Athens lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Laprovitola.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's Nunn. Bangs home the trifecta. And Athens leads by 6.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Out to the right wing. Abrinas with the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Brown's shot is good.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Laprovitola passes to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Brown. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Abrinas' shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks, here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Pass to Laprovitola. It's stolen by Brown. Grant for three. Another three for Athens. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Athens.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Hits it from three-point range.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Abrinas. Defended by none.
2 minutes.
Here's Medu.
2 minutes.
And it's blocked. And now Athens on the break. Grant outside. Lets it go. Doesn't go for it. And here they come. Here's Abrinas. A three-pointer is right on target. Abrinas has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
There's the triple. Good on the triple. And Athens leads by 9.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Medu can't hit.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Puts up a deep three. No good. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Brown. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. None, can't get it to fall.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
From deep three-point territory. That shot missing. So Athens wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin...
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Thompson. And there's the screen. Lets it go from deep. And he parries his first look.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Osman. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Clock at 6. Pass to Yurtseven. Hey, from beyond the arc. And again, it's Athens with a three. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Larkin passes to Thompson. Here's Willis. Back to Thompson. This one for three. It's hauled in by Athens.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Defended by Thompson. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Lets it go. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 5.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Larkin. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Out to the right wing. Out to the right wing. Second shot opportunity. Oturu with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
They set a pick. Here's Nora. Drills it from deep.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Defended by Thompson. No good with the triple. Puts up a deep 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. 1:51 left in the first. Osman on the wing. Back to your 7. Pass to Osman. There's the 3. And he buries his first look.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Larkin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Osman. Defended by Thompson. The 3 is up. And it's Larkin with a rebound. Fast break. Here we go. The shot. They double team Thompson. Here's Oturu. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
On up the court. Pass to Larkin. 23 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Willis. And hits the 3 from the wing. And so it's Athens with it. They trail by 1. Defended by Thompson. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Here's Nora. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Athens leading by a point. And we'll get things started in the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And for Athens, Bryant outside. No good from outside. Athens leading by 3. Grant outside. Here's the pick. Outside, Brown. To the middle.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Poirier, that one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Poirier's got his first 2 points of the night.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside Nunn. Beyond the arc. And it's Smits with a rebound. Here's Beaubois. From downtown, gets the three to fall. Beaubois has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
And he lobs it up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Bryant against Grant. Here's
Get out of the way!
Flying high, throwing it down.
Clear the way. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Pass to Brown. Grant outside. There's a screen. Stolen by Bryant. It's 2-on-1. Ball's going up the court. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Now here's Nunn, tightly guarded. Outside, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
With the drive.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. There's a screen. Open shot, Grant. Cash money on the open jump shot. 1:16 left in the first half. Pass to Poirier. Here's Smits from deep three-point land. Grant with a steal. And they're pushing it up. He goes up, flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Beaubois. Nunn defends. 5 on the clock. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Beaubois got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Athens. 29 seconds left in the first half. To the wing, right side. Spins. To the left wing. On the take. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Smits. Pass to Bryant. Got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Athens up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. They've got Thompson, and it's Willis in at the power forward position. They set the screen. Thompson's shot is off. Athens leading by 3. And for Athens, pass to Osman. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Osman's got 5 points. Thompson with it. Fires from the wing, and he gets that one. Thompson's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Here's Larkin. And he drains the quick shot. He's got 5. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's the 3. The rebound by Willis.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. Defense right on him. You're 7 a screen. Oh, he tries a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Willis. From deep. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3. Not going to go that time.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
To the inside. Pass to Osman. Shot clock at 6. Hey, puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J. Now it's a 7-point Athens lead. Yurtseven's gone 3 for 3 beyond the arc. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Nora, pass to Larkin. This one for 3. The rebound by Osman.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Yurtseven a screen. Now here's Hernan Gomez. He's guarded closely.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Lets it go from the wing. The shot no good. Lets the 3 fly. Hits a 3-pointer. Larkin's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Here we go, one-on-one. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Back to Yurtseven. Just 5 on the clock. Yurtseven a screen. Releases. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Nora. Out to the right wing. Here's Larkin. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback. Nora's got 5.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Yurtseven a screen. To the left side wing. Oh, from deep. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Willis. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Give him 8 points now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Osman. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And for Athens, and he drives in. Here's Bobois. The three. Can't hit that one. Athens leading by 5. Pass to Brown. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from 3. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
They set the pick, and here's Bryant outside. Sinks the tray.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Outside none. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Pass to Smits. Fires for 3. No good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Brown, covered by Bryant. Knocks down the triple.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
In transition, here they come, and the shot's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Athens.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's none. And the layup is good off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Bobois. Nunn defends. Pass to Smits. Takes the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Smits has got 5 points.
Height advantage, he gets the shot he's looking for.
Outside none. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Grant against Bryant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Smits passes to Bryant. Here's Smits. Beyond the arc. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Now here's none. Tight defense on him.
Third team foul. First team foul. Coming on the floor for your home team.
The home team on D. 6-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Thompson pulls it in.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Pass to Bryant. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Grant.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The three from Thompson. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And so it's Athens with it. They've led by as much as 10.
Third team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Here's Beaubois from deep. It's rebounded by Grant. Puts up a deep 3. And the miss. And so it's Athens winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
Starting off right, Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker out there with Anderson, and it's Fall into the 5 spot. Satoransky looking around. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Larkin. Three-pointer. Fall with the rebound. Here's Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Parker outside. About a minute played so far here in the first. Six to shoot. Off target from outside. Here's Larkin. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
And the dunk by Parker.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Satoransky against Thompson. Here's Willis. There's a screen by Willis. Larkin kicks to Willis. Down low. Larkin, the pass to Nora. Driving in. Off target at the rim.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Fall. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Puts up a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Thompson against Satoransky. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Parker with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here we go. Three-pointer, Willis. The long-distance three is buried.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
1:53 left here in the first quarter. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Parker. Anderson outside. Pass to Fall. And here is Satoransky. Here's the three. Thompson with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Poirier passes to Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Nora. Sensational block. And they're running. And here they go. Goes up. And the dunk by Parker.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's the break. Here's Larkin. From outside, off the mark. Parker drives in, and it's in there. Parker's got 8 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Nora. Out to Thompson. They set the pick. A 3-ball. Fall with the rebound. Thompson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Anderson passes to Satoransky. One-on-one fast break. Here's Nora. Still scoreless. To the paint, intercepted. Here's Parker, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
They've got Metu, and it's Vesely in at the 5, roaming the paint. Abrinas, that's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Bobois outside, stolen away. Pass to Abrinas. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the middle. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Bobois. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. They set the pick. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Laprovitola. Still without a basket. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one is good. Bobois outside. Pass to Smits from the arc. It's good from long range. Smits has got his first 3 points of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Metu. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Away team foul. Number 8. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Smits. Oh, yes! Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Smits. 5 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. 5 on the clock. Pass to Oturu. On the wing, and he comes up with the deuce. Oturu's got 4 points this quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Here's Abrinas, defended by Bryant. Abrinas with a bucket. Abrinas has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Over to the left wing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Laprovitola. Right wing, the second chance effort. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. On the free throw, no good. Here's Abrinas. And there's the bucket from Medu. Medu's got 7.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Medu. Here's Abrinas. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Abrinas has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second.
The ball goes to the away team. Substitution on the court.
.29 seconds left to play in the first half. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. .23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Larkin. Nothing on the board. Drills it from outside.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Anderson outside. Fires from deep. The shot misses. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 8. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely
Taking a peek now. And that's a halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Thompson's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Larkin out there with Thompson. Then there's Willis. And it's Nora in at the 3. They've got Fall. Anderson is out there with Parker. And it's Zadaransky in at the 1. Here's Larkin. Driving the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. Larkin's got his second bucket tonight.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And Willis pulls it down.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Nora. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
Now, here's Thompson. Beyond the arc. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out to the right wing. Drops in the tray. He's got 6.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
There's a screen by Willis. Shoots. Fall with the rebound.
I guess we can credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Stolen by Satoransky. Parker looking over the floor. Into the lane, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Mora, that's good. Mora's got 5 points so far.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
To the left wing. Pass to Fall. Just 4 to shoot. And here is Satoransky from deep three-point land. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Now, here's Parker. 10 points for him.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Thompson for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
3 shots.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Satoransky against Thompson. Cloak loose. .122 left in the third quarter. Pass to Nora. Over to the wing. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. Inside, Poirier. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Poirier's got his second basket of the night.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Now, here's Willis. 5 points in the game. Larkin can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. To the right side. Back to Willis. Goes up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. Willis has got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Parker outside. Warog grabs the board. There's a screen by Willis. Larkin, the pass to Willis. Buries the long-range jumper. Willis has got 10 points.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And the game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Bryant, and it's Bobois in at the shooting guard position. Now Vesely. Medu passes to Vesely. Banked in off the glass. Vesely's got his first points in this one.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Bobois. Tight defense on him. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
To take the lead, and the layup is good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Vesely, and a slam dunk by Vesely.
And I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Bobois. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bobois got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And that one drops for him.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Smits, to the paint. Here's Oturu.
Big points there on the slam. He had a much smaller man on him and took him to task. Just a massive play.
And it's Vesely missing.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Got a piece of it. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
At the line for the away team. Substitution on the court.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Satoransky against Thompson. Pulls it up. And right through it goes.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Shoots the three. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Thompson's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Here's Abrinas. Lets it go from deep. He's covered by Bobois. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Smith with the rebound.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Bryant looking over the floor. Right wing. Here's Oturu, and he jams it with authority.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Satoransky against Thompson. Satoransky, the pass to Fall. Pass to Smits. Takes it off the glass.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Satoransky. Fires from deep. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Willis with the screen on Zadaransky. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Here's Abrinas, defended by Bryant. Abrinas' shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game now.
Parker outside. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
I see the ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Abrinas. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Seven seconds left in the game. Open jump shot off the mark.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch the
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon coverage of the NBA. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock at 6. Here's Osman. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Satoransky. Three-pointer. Parker, no good. On offense, here is Athens. It's a three-point game. Anderson pulls it down. Parker right side. And we're about a minute into the first. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
He drops it from range.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Hernan Gomez, no good. Drops in the three. He's got 6.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Here's Osman. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Ball passes to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Gets 7 a screen. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Fall.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Out to the right wing. Counted from distance.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Jacks up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Pass
to Satoransky. And here comes the break. Launches a 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot there.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Will it go? It's hauled in by Athens.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Covered by Satoransky. Releases. Osman on the wing from outside the arc. And Parker pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
He's covered by your 7. That won't go. 3 for 6 in this one. On offense, here is Athens. Right now on a 9-0 run. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. No problems knocking that one down. 12 points for him.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Anderson. There's a screen. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by your 7. From behind the arc. And so it's Athens closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution. Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
And here's Grant from the arc. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
There's a screen by Metu. Money from the wing.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
There's the triple. Drains the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
He's covered by Grant. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. On target from range.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Overall, though, They've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
That's tipped. Grant with a steal. And here they come. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Metu. Over to the left wing. No good on the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside, Brown. The 3 is up.
Away team foul. Jemezi Metu. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Gets the 3 to fall.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
They set a pick. And here's Brown for 3. Connects from downtown. Brown's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Knocked loose. There's the 3. Called in by Brown.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Hey, here's none for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hauled in by Brown. Athens leading by 10. And here's Grant from the arc. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Nunn. Back to Brown. Now Nunn. 3-pointer. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Nunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
52 seconds left to play in the first half. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. Nunn's got 6 here in the quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the 3-point battle.
Nunn's gone 3 of 4 here from the field.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here we go. Here's Vesely.
Substitution on the court.
Through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Athens up 19. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they thought of some crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've... And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for Athens.
When contribute.
And that is going to do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The three ball hits the three-pointer. 12 points for him.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint. 4-3, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And for Athens, he's got a clear path. The pull-up jumper. Chalk up 2 there. Pass to Satoransky. Tries the spin move. Here's Fall. Up top, Satoransky. Six to shoot. And there's a pick. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Covered by Satoransky. Fires the 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurt 7's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Yurt 7 a screen. And here's Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman. Back to Hernan Gomez. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Hernan Gomez has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Parker. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And as we continue through January, here are the latest power rankings. You look at Athens, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've exceeded expectations, and that's still putting it lightly. They're playing fantastic ball and are very dangerous.
Here's the 3. That shot off.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And it's off from three-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Covered by Satoransky. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. From the arc, it's tipped. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Yurt 7. Yurt 7's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1.5 minutes left in the third quarter here. Spins from downtown. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
For 3. Sinks the tray. 20 points for him.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Covered by Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Fall. Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Drills it from deep.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Three-pointer. Fires in the triple.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
To the middle. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Anderson. From behind the arc. That shot off the mark. Ooh, poked away. Sinks it from distance. Fires the 3. And so it's Athens out in front by 19 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Back to Metu. This one for 3. The rebound by Nunn. Athens leading by 19.
Away team foul. Number 8. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Brown for 3. That shot is off. Brown's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Pure from 3-point range.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Stripped away. Here's the break. Takes the 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Launches it. That one is off. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Down low. And stolen by Nunn. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Athens leading by 13. Now Brown. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Left side Nunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly, and Brown gets the 3.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Pass to Satoransky. Nunn defends. Here's Fall. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now here's Brown, covered by Satoransky. Brown with it.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parker. Outside Nunn. From deep. He's off on that one. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Parker defending. Hard to shoot. A deep three. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Parker. Inside. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Knocked away. Here's the break. Knocks down the long J.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
From deep three-point land. That shot missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Outside none. Fires from way outside. Oh, count it!
It's just, you just don't practice that. What is that?
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by Fall. And so it's Athens winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Noura in at the 3 spot. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Athens. To the wing on the left. Hernan Gomez kicks to Yurtseven. Pass to Osman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Athens needs to get a shot off. Good D by Thompson. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's the screen. Here's Larkin. All sorts of time. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Osman. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Poirier passes to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Hernan Gomez. He takes it in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. The visitors with the ball, trailing by 2. Here's Larkin. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. Thompson's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Tipped away. To the wing right side. Now Hernan Gomez. Here's Yurtsevin. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Larkin looking it over. Pass to Poirier. Here's Nwora. Thompson outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Athens.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Over to the left wing. 1:30 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Osman. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the break. Smits passes to Thompson. Here's Nwora. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Osman. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's the 3. Poirier grabs the miss. And here comes the break. Let's go. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits the 3-point bomb. Thompson's got 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. They set the pick.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Substitution on the court.
Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clock at 6. Athens with another miss. Here's Smits.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So he gets them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 6. And back with the start. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Bryant, and it's Smits in at the power forward. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Grant. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Johnson's got his first basket.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The 3 from Bryant connects from 3-point range. Bryant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. None against Bryant. From deep. None can't get it to fall. It's intercepted. Pass to Brown. There's a good screen. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Grant with the ball. Now, here's Nunn. Second chance shot. And it's Bryant with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
For the 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Athens trails by 10. Brown outside. To the left side wing. They set the pick. Throws it up high.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
He's covered by Brown. Johnson in the corner. It's hauled in by Athens.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And taken away by Johnson. On the wing, Bryant. Takes a 3. Nunn grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 35, Derek Willis.
Willis with a screen on Grant. Outside Willis. Pass to Oturu. There's the drive, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Takes it inside, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
First team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Swiped it away. Pass to Willis. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Willis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Brown. Grant on the wing. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a...
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know. And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Yep.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the 1 spot. Here's Larkin. Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. Athens trails by 5. We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson. And it's Nora in at the 3. He's covered by Thompson. Good on the triple.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward. Pass to Nora. Launches it. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a minute played as the second half gets going. He's covered by Thompson. Another 3 for Athens.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Nice shot by Larkin.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Down low. He's covered by Thompson for 3. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smith has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson inside. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Thompson passes to Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Smith has got 5 now.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Not a lot of room. Tries the spin move. Back to Yurtsevin. To halt the run. The shot that time, not on target. It's a 7-point spread. There's the pick. To the inside. Here's Smits. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Thompson is double. Here's Nora. Misses the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to Yurtsevin. No good on the 3.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Another 3 for Athens.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
56 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Thompson from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 12.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks You know it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Got a piece of it. They get it back, and he gets it back. And another shot. It's hauled in by Athens. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Three-pointer. They get it back. Yurtsevin kicks to Hernan Gomez. Yurtsevin with the bucket.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 6. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Athens trails by 6. We've got Johnson, also Willis out there. And it's Bryant in at the 2. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Back to Grant. There's the triple. And he goes in for the dunk.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Second free throw, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. A 2-point game inside, and that one is hammered home.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
To the right side. Now, here's Willis. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Oturu. It's hauled in by Athens.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
They need this, and good, he nails it. Oturu's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. He's covered by Willis. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
Here's Johnson, and he converts the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
None against Bryant. A floater. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Three-pointer. He doesn't hit that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining.
Nunn looking around. He's covered by Willis. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Willis. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Johnson, a wide open look. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Grant, that's good.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Ryan up top, defended by none.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Outside, Willis. Bryant outside. Willis with a screen on Grant. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. Count!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Launches a 3. Yes! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now Athens with it. Pass to none. And that's an intentional foul. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
What do you think we're going to see here?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Thompson for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's Athens taking the W in this one. What a show.